Surface area talked about the space outside of the object, the covering of the object. But volume talks about how much space does the object take up, or how much of something can you put inside that object. We find volume with a simple formula, and that formula is V is equal to BH. And that is a very, very, very important formula. V is equal to BH. Because V is talking about the volume. The V is the volume. The B is the base area. I'll fix that R there. Base area. And H is the height of the three-dimensional object. The height. So, let's do some examples. So for example, we have this triangular prism here. This is a triangular prism. Triangular. It's a triangular prism. And why is it called a triangular prism? Because the base of this prism is these two triangles right here. The triangles are the base, and you can figure out the base based on what it's called. So this is called a triangular prism. So, it's called a triangular prism. So it's a triangle. Let's fix that. So the base is a triangle. Well, let's see. So the formula for this prism is V is equal to BH. So we want to find V is equal to the base area times the height. And you find the base area by finding the area of the base. In this case, it's a triangle. And you find the area of a triangle by doing the base times height divided by 2. So we'll write it as BH over 2. Quantity times the height of the prism. And the height of this prism is this 20 right here, because it's the distance between the two bases. So it's times 20. So are these two heights the same? No, they are not the same, because this is the height of the base, while this is the height of the prism. So this height is this, and this height is this. Let me use a different color here. So let's find the volume. Is now equal to the base of the base is 11, because it's the base of the triangle. And the triangle is the base of the prism, if that makes sense. So it's 11 times the height of the base, and that is 5. 11 times 5 over 2 quantity times 20. So, if you want to find that, then the volume is equal to 11 times 5 is 55 over 2 times 20. And we can cancel this 2 and the 20 out, because 20 divided by 2 is 10. So it will be 55 times 10 over 1. If it was 20 over 1, then we can cross multiply and get 10 over 1 instead of 20 over 2. And 55 times 10 is equal to 550. So the volume is equal to 550 units, since no unit was specified. Units cubed, because we're finding it's three-dimensional. So we're finding a three-dimensional value, so it's cubed, or 550 cubic units is another way to put it. It's not squared. Squared is for area and surface area. But for three-dimensional objects, volume, it's cubed, not squared. So now we found the the volume of that three-dimensional triangular prism. Let me clear some space right there. So we have this rectangular prism right here. So this rectangular. This is really missing that. Rectangular. And as the name says, the base of this is a rectangle. Well, all the sides of this prism are rectangles. So which one's the base? Well, you can pick anything for the base. But what you can also do is for rectangular prisms, we have another simpler formula. And that is volume is equal to the length times the width times the height. And that's another formula that you can use for rectangular prisms, because any side can be the base. So the volume, too bright. Let me pick another color. The volume is equal to the length would be, let's say the length is 3, times the width, which is 35, times the height, which is 3. And now we just have to multiply. 3 times 35 is 105 times 3. So the volume would equal 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 0 is 3. 1 carries over. And 3 times 1 is 3. So that would equal 315, again, units cubed. And that is our answer. So these are the volume of prisms. In the next video, you'll find the volumes of cylinders, pyramids, and cones. Thanks for watching the lesson.